Hello. So, Marketing 101. Focus on the pain point, which means focus on what's the problem that you are solving. Hi, I'm Eileen. I'm not a marketing coach. I'm a mindset coach. I teach mindset to individuals, and my mindset coaching is based on universal principle. And that said, I used to do marketing. I'm not a marketing guru. However, the reason why I'm bringing up this Marketing 101 is a couple of days ago of my live. And if you're watching me live for the first time, thanks for being here. Feel free to put a hi in the comment box so I know you're live with me. Or if you're watching this on a replay, feel free to hashtag replay. And if you're wondering why am I coming on live, well, I'm doing a challenge and I want to make these lives meaningful. So I'm coming on to share a learning, a story. And hi Ben, good to have you live with me. So a couple of days ago of my life, I was talking about focus on your wants, because what you focus expands. And I have a very nice or very interesting question which popped into my messenger, which says, but Marketing 101, shouldn't me as the coach empathize with the problems that my clients are facing and how can I help them? I totally agree, right? That's Marketing 101. I know because I used to be in marketing. The first question that our agency asks when we want to do a case study is, what's the pain point? What's the problem you're trying to solve? Right? I get that. So it's good that I have a question that was posed to me, although it was a private message, but it's fantastic because there was a thought process, because my sharing, my life evoked a thought process and there was a clarification wanted, and I totally appreciate that. So first thing first, let's put a disclaimer. I'm not a marketing expert. I used to do marketing in my former life. So with regards to the question, shouldn't me as a mindset coach focus on the problems or the pain points of my customers? I agree. That's one way of doing things. Things changes and evolves, right? So if you think about it, life is pretty short. I only have a certain lifetime number of years to have an experience of a problem, a challenge that my clients could possibly have, and I could resonate with them. So there are a set of challenges I have. Like for me, when I was in the corporate world, I was in a 9-to-5 job. The pay was good, the work was good, but I didn't have that time flexibility. So a lot of my clients are in this position whereby perhaps they want to progress to the next level. They're somewhat sandwiched in between, or perhaps they want to start building something on the side. But should I focus on their problems when I also teach that what you focus expands? So instead of focusing on problems, I understand their problems, but I may not also have the necessary life experience or the time to understand what other problems they have. However, when I focus on the wants, and I say the wants are really simple. First, we want financial stability, and then we want access of our financial status, because that gives us financial freedom, that gives us the financial freedom of time to do what we like, to do what we enjoy, and to spend the time with people whom we like. Okay, so the wants are easier to focus, and when focusing on the wants, it ignites desire. The word desire brings in a lot of abundance. When I focus on a problem, it ignites more worry. It's more like a downer. So yes, I focus on wants. It's just my way of doing things. It's just another way of doing things, and it feels more uplifting. And if you're in a business or you are in a frontline sales position, you get a choice, right? You get to focus on what's the pain point, or you want to focus on the desired outcome, right? So just like how I said, the desired outcome, the word itself already has the word desire. I mean, think about it. Do you really need a phone? Right? Do you really need a phone? Do you really need a phone? So some people say, well, I don't really need a phone. Yeah, I get it, you don't need a phone. But I want a phone. Why? Because some phones just have better camera features, right? I might be willing to pay a little bit more. Why? Because the phone allows me to capture memories when I spend my time with my loved one. So I want a phone to capture the memories. Or perhaps, phone sizes are getting pretty big. Sometimes it's a working device, so I want a phone. Perhaps it allows me to attend to my business on the move. I can do a bit of trading on the phone. I no longer need to be bounded at home, requiring a laptop to do the things I need to do. So I want a phone. I don't need a phone. Basically, a phone is just for me to call someone, to send a message. But I want a phone, and that want is a desire which I'm willing to maybe invest a little bit more and allow me to capture memories of me when I'm with my loved ones. We have pictures memory, or allows me to do or attend my work on the move. Okay, so I thought this was a very interesting question about Marketing 101. Should you focus on pain points or should you focus on wants? At some point in time, some of the pain points you would resonate, because that's who you attract. Because when I step out of the 9-to-5 corporate job and embark on an absolutely crazy journey to start my own business, it's something that I embodied, I learned, I grew. And if someone who wants to go on this path, I'm able to help in that journey, right? But if you ask me, should I always focus on pain points, on how can I help my future clients? Well, there's 101 challenges. Just like now, we're in a totally different climate. Who would know we would have COVID? I wouldn't be able to predict a pain, but I'll be able to almost know what's a desired one. And once just feels a little bit more uplifting. Okay, so that's it for today. Today, where I am, is Friday. The weather is beautiful. We have a bright sunny day, great day to get out into the nature. And if this resonates with you, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you know of someone who might benefit from this, feel free to tag your friend or share on your timeline. And I'll be back again tomorrow, coming on live, because I'm doing a challenge and I want to make these lives meaningful. And if you have been with me for a couple of days, you might have heard me spoke about ask and allow. It's a brilliant approach, ask and allow, but however, not many people know how to take the next step. It sounds logical, but yet not necessarily sure what to do next. So if the idea of ask and allow somewhat intrigues you, or you've heard it before but you're not too sure on what's the next step, I'm actually going to cover this in depth next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday during a masterclass. I could go a bit longer, whereas a Facebook Live I'm doing shorter, 5 to 8 minutes perhaps. But in a masterclass, I'll do it in a closed group with like-minded individuals. I will go on for maybe about 35 minutes, and I really want to drill in and expand the concept of ask and allow, because even when I was sharing with my clients, we had some fun with it, but it still feels a bit far away. Yet if you're able to break it down to a little bit of bite size, it will go a long way. So if you want to know more about ask and allow, feel free to join me on the masterclass. It's going to be absolutely free. It's such a beautiful concept. I really feel that within my means, people could see me on this live, could also join me on the masterclass, because it's going to bring you some new ideas, and the more you think about it, you're going to evoke some emotions and perhaps bring you some new results before the year wraps up. Okay, so thanks for coming on live with me. If you're watching this on a replay, feel free #replay, and I look forward to seeing you back on live with me tomorrow. Otherwise, have a great Friday. Bye bye.